Hello, sustainers. My name is Jiforte Princeville. You're welcome once again for another episode. Today we'll be talking on how to start your own farm. If you don't plan, you're planning to fail. So before you start a farm, you have to make sure that you carry out the necessary inquiries. You have to make sure that you know what it takes actually to start up a farm. As a young person, you have that zeal. You want to engage in agriculture, but how do you start your farm? Today, I'll be telling you on the different things you have to take into consideration before you start your farm. When you start up a farm, you must establish goals and objectives. You must identify values that are most important to you, and you must write down broad goals that you want to accomplish in your farm. You must write it down. It is very important for traceability so that as you go ahead with your project, you're able to come back. You can take a step back and look at the goals and say, okay, which of these goals am I achieving? What do I need to work on and improve on? That is the first thing you must do in your farm. Secondly, you must create a business plan. You have to look at the product demand. You have to carry out market analysis, the financial aspect of the business. You need to understand how much do I need as an initial investment for this business? How much will I get as revenue from this business? You must understand the profitability. You also have to carry out market analysis. It's very important to know, okay, if I'm in this locality, what will I be producing and how is it sold? If I'm relying on the middleman to buy or I'm selling directly to consumers, how do I go about it? What profit do I make? What is the demand at a particular point in time? It is important to create a business plan. The business plan guides you. It's like a handbook that guides you on how to go about the business. The third thing you have to do is to create a production plan. This is one of the things that a lot of people get wrong. You don't engage in farming and you just jump into it. If there's an area, maybe somewhere you feel like, okay, there's availability of land, you just jump and then start cultivating whatever crop. No, you must have a production plan. First of all, you must understand the climatic condition of that place. You must understand the weather condition. You must understand the soil type. Is this soil suitable for what I want to produce? You must also look at different factors, accessibility to the land. You must look at the seeds available, methods of production, duration, labor land. The third thing you have to do before you start your business is to have a production plan. We have to look at labor. Have a plan. Labor. If I want to engage in this, is it labor intensive? Will I be able to get labor locally? The next thing we have to look at is the land, the availability of land. Do I have land? If I have land, okay, is it accessible? Can I get to that land easily? Is it are there farm to market roads? So you have to have all those details. The next thing you look at is the soil type. Okay, you have the land. What is the soil type for the particular crop you want to cultivate? What is the soil texture? You need to carry out soil analysis to know, okay, if I want to carry out tomato production in this land, is this soil suitable for what I want to produce? You need to look at the weather, the climatic condition. You need to look if it's suitable, the agroecological zone. You need to look at it and say, okay, is this suitable for what I want to produce? You need to look at the duration of production. You cannot, probably, let's say you want to engage in a 3-month crop and then you rent a land and then you in that land, you probably rented for 1 year and then you want to carry out palm production. It doesn't go. So you have to look at the duration of production. If you want a 3-month crop, then you choose the crop. Is vegetable, 3 months, tomato, 3 months. Those are the crops you choose. If you want an annual crop, let's say a year, you can take something like plantain. So you need to know the duration of production. A production plan is very important. It gives you all the technical aspects that you need in producing your crop, or probably if you want to engage in animal production, it gives you an idea on the land, the availability of water, all those details, you have them. It is very important. your production plan, you're sure of your land, you're sure of the fertility of the soil, you have all those details of the of what to do in terms of production. The next thing is to implement, and it's scary, but it's a beautiful time, because this is a time where after doing all the planning from the business plan and all of that, you have the opportunity to implement. Now, what do you have to do? You have to have a to-do list with a timeline of every activity. It helps you to keep track of what you're doing. A timeline: when do you carry out land preparation? If you want to build your farmhouse, when do you build your farmhouse, land preparation, all of that. If you want to bring in let's say animal, you're keeping animal like a poultry farm, when do you build the poultry facility? When you introduce the chicks and all of that, you do a to-do list and then you follow it. It helps you to follow up your project more effectively. The thing you have to do is to monitor performance. You have to check areas that needs your attention. You have to look at it. You have to highlight all those areas that needs your attention. Probably you need to work again on your business plan. It will help you when you monitor performance, how the production is going and how everything is going. It also helps you to be able to probably modify your goals. You need to, if you want to modify your goals and then see how they fit better in your project. Also, the business plan, the production plan, it helps you to be able to modify and make changes that will make your project more effective, more productive. In monitoring performance, we have to look at different things, key things like bookkeeping. It's very important to carry out bookkeeping. You need to look at cash flow. You need to look at income statement. You need to look at biological monitoring of the farm, the feeding in the farm. Look at pest, growth rate, death rate. Those things are very important. Those are the different aspects that you look at when you are monitoring performance. It is very important. It helps you to have this data, this rich data that you can use to make your project even better. Last thing is marketing. You have to monitor sales. You have to look at your web page. If you have a farm and then you have a website, you have to constantly look at your web page to see if you have any commands, if commands have in place for your produce. You need to look at your social media platforms. We are in a digital age where if you have a farm, you're doing a poultry farm, it's good to also leverage from social media, where you'll be able to look at your platform, update, put things there so that you can get more and more customers. It is very important. You have to look at trends in the market, what is happening in the market, the prices in the market. Make sure that you have this data so that immediately you probably your produce are ready. There is a market, and you know what is partaking in the market. It's easier for me to come here and tell you all these things. I know most of you listening to me, you've tried before and failed. You've lost a lot of money, some in millions. And I know it is very challenging. It's a field that is challenging. But I think following some of these things I've said will help you. But there are some tips I want to give you. The first tip is I want you to know that agriculture takes patience. It takes time. Just like any business, don't expect that you're going to make profit during the first year of production or the second year. You have to be patient for 3 to 5 years and master the field. You master the market, the production. You'll be able to drop down level. You'll be able to have the experience necessary to run a successful farm. You have to know that mistakes are inevitable, that you're going to make mistakes. Not one, not two, not three mistakes. You're going to make so many mistakes along the line. Sometimes you pay laborers more. Sometimes you pay, some of them will run away with your money. Sometimes you probably use certain chemicals, and then those chemicals will even destroy your crops or kill your animals. Those mistakes will occur. So many of them will occur, but you have to be ready to fail. But when you want to fail, you fail forward. You have to understand that failure is something normal in life. You make so many mistakes, but when you fail, you have to stand up on your feet and say, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to keep doing it till the day I get it right. And trust me, you will. You have to go with proven results. The next thing is to go with proven results. Don't engage in farming based on speculation or what you think. It's not about what you think, it's about the science. Go with proven results. If you're you are keeping birds, you have to know how to feed them. You need to know how to vaccinate them. You need to know all those different things. It's very important. Their feeding pattern, the different feed, you need to know what science says. So that is why it's important sometimes to get experts. Most times even to get experts, to get that advice, get veterinarians, you get people in the field, crop productionists, you get people to manage, plant health managers, people who can manage your project more effectively. So it's very important. Go with proven results. First thing is to visit other farms. Visit other farms. Go to farms. You want to start a poultry farm, visit different poultry farms around your locality, and even in other areas, probably in other regions. And if you can travel out of the world to visit other farms, visit, see what they do, see how their operations are organized, see how they feed and all of that. Just go to other farms and see what is happening there. How do they market their produce? What is the whole chain of operation, the organigram? Get all those data, so when you come to engage in your own farm, it won't be strange. You have an idea on what you want and how you want it. So it's important to visit other farms. If I want a maize farm, I have to visit maize farms, so I know how maize is cultivated. I see what they do, get all this data, all the facts before I engage in my farm. I'm not here to tell you it's going to be easy. If you are a young person listening to me, you are an investor. I'm not here to tell you starting up a farm is easy. But I'm here to tell you that it is lucrative. I'm here to tell you that if you stay consistent and follow the right process, get the right people on board, you'll be able to achieve great results and make millions out of it. There's a lot of potential, massive potential in agriculture. The prices of food is going up, textile going up, everything is on the rise. I think it's an opportunity. If you're an investor, you're a young person, you don't have a job, to engage into it. Ask the right questions. Try to see how you can be resilient. I know it's not easy, but it's usually said when you stay too long in the barber shop, you eventually get your hair cut. You have to learn see what others are doing in the field. Those who are making it, look at what they are doing, and then try to improve on yours. And at the end, trust me, you're going to have a farm that will be capable of feeding millions of people, that will be able to give you the best life you want. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. We appreciate. If you have any worry, if you have any topic you want us to talk about, you can drop it at the comment section. Like, subscribe, and follow us as we keep bringing issues that concerns agriculture, climate change, development, and a little bit of motivation. I think we need that in the generation we are now. Just the ability to laugh and the ability to know that we can achieve our dreams. My name is Untitled Chapter, and I remain your celebrity farmer. Thank you so much for staying us.